Hi all, welcome to part 9, module 6, computer networks. So here we will be continuing our discussion again on TCP. So we've already seen what is a TCP connection establishment and the release procedure. Now let's see the typical state diagram of it, right? Yeah. So I will try to explain with the help of the state diagram, and the theoretical background is explained in the subsequent slides. You can go through that. Yeah, so it's a 11 state. You can see like this closed, SYN received, one state number 1, this 3 states, right? 4, 5, here it is 6, 7, 8, 9, right? 10, 11, yeah. 7 states you could see, the states were listed here. The closed state, the listen, SYN received, SYN sent, the established state, finalized connection, fin wait 1, wait 2, time wait, closing state, close wait, and last acknowledgement. So something like that. If I will be giving you a brief idea about it, but if you read more and more and you focus more on the diagram, it will be more and more clear to you, right? Yes. So to understand this, first this dotted line, this means this dashed line is actually showing the procedure happening at the server side, right? So let me mark like that. The dashed line, dashed solid line is corresponds to the server, and the typical solid line like this corresponds to the client. Okay, so here you can see that the server is initially in the listen state, right? So how it will be in the listen state? So when it is in the listen state, what the server will do, it will send a means what the server will do, it will be just executing the listen procedure, that's all. But from the client side, it is waiting for a connect request. So when the server is in the listen state, what the client will be do, client is expected to do a connect request, right? So connect is a system call. So as soon as it is executing the connect system call, on the background it will be generating a synchronized packet, SYN packet. So that is nothing but the step 1 of the three-way handshake, something we already seen. So as soon as the SYN packet is reached at the server side, so either you focus on what is happening at the client, just go through the dotted line and trace what is happening at the client side, and then what is happening at the server side. I'm trying to explain both, so don't be confused. So in between we have some means these things are shown with some solid line, right? Some light lines were also there, so that indicates some other behavior, maybe some error report, and also many things were expressed in the figure. So try to be more focusing. So as soon as the connector request is coming, connector request is at the operating system level. So on the background it is sending a synchronized request. So as soon as it is coming, what is happening at the server side, so the server is receiving SYN packet. So you can see that every edges were marked with an event action pair, something like this is an event, and as soon as that event occur, what is the action happening at that point, right? So event action pair. So here you could see that at the server side, that SYN packet came from the client, that is a event. So as soon as a SYN packet is coming, the server is supposed to reply with the SYN plus acknowledgement. Hope you remember the three-way handshake. So suppose this is a client and this is a server. So the server will be executed the listen procedure, and it is waiting for a connect request. So client is sending a connect request, means it is sending the SYN request, right? SYN. With the SYN bit is equal to 1 and without any acknowledgement. So the server is once the server accepted the connection, it will respond back with the SYN plus an acknowledgement indicating that is nothing but the acknowledgement of this particular packet. Now from the client side, it is sending back an acknowledgement for it. I think in the previous video I mentioned in the three-way handshake, in the last communication also SYN will be 1. It is not like that. I think from this figure only it is clear for me. From the first out of the three-way handshake, in step 1 and step 2 SYN will be 1, and step 3 is here you can see step 3. it is just a sending of ACK only. Okay, so this ACK only coming in this direction. So this is how the connection establishment is happening. So listen, from the server side it is communicating back with the SYN plus ACK. Now at this client side, the client already sent that SYN packet and it is in the SYN send state. So as soon as it is getting the SYN plus acknowledgement from the server, it will be sending a acknowledgement back to the server, this acknowledgement. So that is the third step of three-way handshake, and that is the point, the connection established. So at the server side, server received that SYN request from the client and it is in the SYN received state, where client is in the SYN send state. Okay, so and from the SYN received state, it sent that SYN plus acknowledgement and it is in that state, it's waiting in the state. Now from the client side, the server is getting the ACK, and for this ACK there is no response back, so that is why it is just represented by a dash, no action, that is the meaning. And it will also go for the established phase, and that is where the data transfer occur. Okay, so it is clear. Now you can we already seen a different situation called the simultaneous open from the both side. So that is something shown like this. So we just see what is happening. Both side is requesting each other, and there also after going through that ACK received phase, it will go to the and established phase. But that is something highlighted by this particular line in between. Now that about it, and it is moving on to the data transfer phase. And once the data transfer is over, now let's see the clause, connection release phase. So here also you can see something called an active clause and a passive clause. So passive clause is the clause procedure that is happening at the server side, right? Where active clause is what is happening at the client side, because a client is actively trying to close the connection. So that is the way they are. The server can also force the client to stop the connection, but typically server is something expected to work for the client in a 24/7 manner, and when client want, it will be giving a request, and when its purpose is, its need is over, it will be releasing it. So that is a convention we are having. So that is why it's highlighted like a client side active clause and server side passive clause, but we can consider in a different way also. And from the client side, how it will be initiating the active clause, it by making the system call clause. On the background, the system call clause will be sending a FIN packet to the server side. So this is our client and this is our server. Now from the client side, it send a FIN packet to the server. So as soon as it is reaching at the server side, see this what is happening at the server here. Here in the right hand side we have the client connection establishment phase, and left hand side they shown the client termination phase. Similarly, the other thing also switched. So at the server side, it received the FIN packet and it is now going to send the acknowledgement back to the client. So as a result, actually there is a from client to server, there is one connection, and server to client also there is another connection. You can the full duplex connection only, but we can visualize it like a two simplex connection, something like this. So now client requested the server to terminate the connection, and server said okay, and only this one is released. So that is a problem. But for the entire connection to be released, the other one should also happen, right? So that is why the server is going to the close wait state, because to make the connection close completely, there should be one more thing from the server side also. It should initiate a FIN request to the client. So that is why as soon as it is reaching the close wait state, from the server side also it is calling the close system call, and on the background it is sending the FIN packet back to the client. So now the server is waiting for the last acknowledgement, that is this particular acknowledgement from the client. So as soon as the server is getting the last acknowledgement from the client, it will be closing the connection. So it is closing in the connection means from the client and server side, as soon as it is getting the last acknowledgement right from the client to the server, this will also be terminated and the entire connection is terminated, right? So that is the thing. Now what are all the things happening at the client side? In a similar way, initially it will be sending its first FIN packet, and it is in the FIN wait 1, right? And it is getting the acknowledgement from the server, this particular acknowledgement, and it is not doing any action, and it is going to FIN wait 2, where it is waiting for the FIN request from the server. Means it is waiting for this particular FIN request from the server. As soon as it is getting the FIN request from the server, this FIN, it will be sending back an acknowledgement, right? And it will move on to something called a time wait. And this time wait is I will tell you that. So in between this fin and this these two phases can be combined also. I already told you. So this acknowledgement waiting as well as this fin waiting, these two can be combined in that case. From fin wait 1 without moving on to fin wait 2, it will directly go to the time wait. So here what happened is, from the server side the client received the fin as well as the acknowledgement together. So that is why it is shown to be fin plus ACK, and the client will be sending ACK, and these two phases can be this ACK and this fin came together. So that is why we eliminated two transition and we directly moved here. So like that, different situations were highlighted by the smooth lines. So you go through, so just try to understand by yourself what happened here. Like that. Okay. So now what is this time wait? So this is something I told you. Sometimes acknowledgement that is coming from the server to client, or from client to, this may not reach at the other side, maybe due to some error and other situation. And also it has to wait for some time, because on the way some of the data may be still in transit, maybe due to congestion and all, they couldn't reach at the client side or at the server side. So both will wait for some time to make sure that all the delayed packets were reached and everything is smooth. So that the total time dedicated for that is what we call as a time wait. And once that time wait, there will be a timeout timer executed on the background for that, and you know the time is typically 2 times the lifetime of any packet. So that is how the timeout timer time will be set, something we already seen. So once the timeout reaches, it will go to the close state. So typically it is done by the client, in the sense client the data from the server is somewhat relevant, right? So that is why it is highlighted at the client side, and this portion, this some box is shown here, right? So this is what this entire box is what is called the active clause at the client side, and this is the passive clause that is happening at the server side. Hope it is clear. And now you can go through the subsequent part for understanding the procedure. So these things only I listed in the, I will be just reading out it. So make sure this picture is very clear for you, so that you can explain further from this point. So these are all the packets, right? For example, closed, no connection is active or pending, something executed at the end. Listen, the server is waiting for an incoming call. SYN received a connection request has arrived. Wait for the acknowledgement. Now I think you can relate all these states from the diagram. So make sure that you understand the diagram clearly, and on the way at any point you have any doubt, you can ask me during our discussion class. So the modeling is something like this. It's modeled like a finite state machine, say with 11 states, right? So each state, certain some events are legal. When a legal event happens, some action may be taken, right? If some other events happen, an error is reported. So the connection starts in the closed state initially, and it leaves that the state when it does either a from the closed state, it will move on to some other active state. If it is at the server side, when server is executing the listen, or at the client side when it is requesting the connect state, it will be moving from the closed state to something different. So the other side does the opposite, right? And the connection is established, and it will go to established phase. So please relate with the figure, otherwise it will be confused. The connection release can be initiated by either side, and in both of them completed, it will go to the closed state. And in the figure you can see that the client is actively connecting and server is in the passive mode, and that is indicated by the heavy lines. Both the client and side we are using the heavy line, where the solid just the solid line is used for solid heavy line is used for client, and dotted heavy line is used for the server. The light phase lines were used for some unusual events like simultaneous open and fin plus ACK together, and something we already seen. So each line the figure is marked by an event and an action pair. So event can be anything like some system calls, connect, listen, send, close, right? So that could be an event, or something being received, like a SYN received, fin received, ACK received. So what is to be done? Or in case of timeout, the timeout occur, that could be the event, right? So please link with the figure. So the action is the sending of the control segment. Typically we saw that the SYN send, fin send, like that, or simply no action indicated by a dash. So comments are shown in parenthesis. So this typical procedure happened at the client path. So just trace the client side path that dotted solid line, right? So the dotted solid line is for server. This is just a heavy solid line. Okay, so the connector request is coming and it is on the background, it is shooting off SYN segment, right, and it will be marking that particular state, right, and that connection record will be maintained, and SYN plus SEK received at the other side, the final SEK will be issued and it will move on to the established state. Similarly for closing, the client side, we can see that it is executing the active clause by sending the FIN segment, and when SEK arrives it will go to the FIN waited to, and the other side also closes, and which is acknowledged. So FIN waited to and time wait is the last one. So both sides are closed. The TCP waits a time equal to twice the maximum packet lifetime, right? So that will be achieved with the help of a timer, and timers again we will see, to guarantee that all packets from the connection have died off, right? So that is something maximum, right? So and I think in the many times I'm explaining, so typical internet it is something like 180 second or around 3 minute or less than that. So this is something I read somewhere. Definitely the values will be updated in the current scenario. When the timer goes off, the TCP deletes the connection record, of course. And at the server side, what are all the things? The server initially start with that listen procedure, right, and now the SYN comes and that will be acknowledged and it will go to the SYN received state. SYN server SYN itself is acknowledged, and then three-way handshake completed and it go to the established phase, and the client is done transmitting the data. It will be doing that active clause, right, by sending the FIN to the server, and the server will be executing the passive clause, and that will does a clause also in the other direction by sending the FIN to the client. The client's acknowledgement, that is the last acknowledgement in the figure. The server releases the connection and deletes the connection record completely, right? So that is the total procedure. Thanks for watching. Right, the only thing is you have to be very clear about this picture. I am showing you again. So just trace what are all the things happening in the client side, that is shown by the dotted solid line, and what are all the things happening at the server side, that is shown by the solid line, solid heavy line, and similarly the unusual events, right? Still, if you have any doubt on any state or state transition, you can ask me when we are having the discussion. Thanks for watching.